See here, before this video starts, I'm just gonna kind of explain what's happening. A long time ago, a lot of you might remember the YouTube channel What Culture Wrestling, formerly What Culture WWE, had a series called How WWE Should Have Booked, and then there was one called How WWE Should Book. Now, that series is gone because the person who did it is gone from What Culture. And unfortunately, he is not on the internet anymore, so he does not make that kind of stuff anymore. I've waited a long time on this to see if maybe he'd come back. I'd say it's been like a year and a half, I think. I want to say a year and a half since all that went down. Might have been even longer, actually. I think it is 1 year and a half because he did WrestleMania 33, so yeah. End of 2017 was when all that went down. So as it's been a year and a half, I figured it's been enough time. I don't have to worry about him suddenly just popping back on YouTube again. As far as to now, which is like July of 2019, after he did his little final update video, even though people ask him to come back, I have not found any real trace of him that I can find. For those of you who don't know, it's Adam Blompied, or Plumpy, or whatever. He and Adam Pacitti, Jack the Jobber, King Ross, and Sam, their editor, all left What Culture at the end of 2017 to make their own channel. And while the four of them did that, obviously Adam Blompied did not come along. He got caught in like a scandal or something. I don't remember it too well. And he kind of left the internet. So neither channel, which is Cultaholic, which is the one with all the people I just mentioned, or What Culture are making that series anymore. So why not? I will say though, going into this idea stems from Adam Blompied's original series. I did not come up with this myself. The ones individually I did, but the entire idea of this I did not. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoy. Let's see here from USBC Wrestling. If you already saw the little disclaimer I had at the beginning, then you already kind of know what's up. So what actually happened with Roman in 2015 to 2017 is he lost the 2014 Rumble, got cheered then because the crowd still liked him. Second the Shield broke up, he got pushed straight into the main event, got to work with Randy Orton, as well as others, immediately in the main event. Won the 2015 Rumble to huge amounts of boos because Daniel Bryan was in it and he didn't win. And people really didn't like if Daniel Bryan didn't win. So he got booed for that. What else? Yeah, he went to the main event of Mania, got cashed in on from Seth Rollins to the Money in the Bank, to Cheers. Oof. Then he kind of played out the rest of he played through the summer of 2015, not really doing much. I can't really think of even who he was feuding with. He really wasn't that important throughout then until Rollins got injured. He had to vacate the title. So they threw Roman right back into the title scene. He won the title, lost it. Sheamus won it again. Back on Raw, lost it in the 2016 Royal Rumble because it was set that match would be for the title, like the 1992 one. Triple H won it. Then he beat Triple H in his second main event in 2 years at WrestleMania. Got busted for using drugs. Broke the wellness policy, got suspended for 30 days, lost his title at Money in the Bank to Rollins, and then who was cashed in by Ambrose. Lost the Shield triple threat when he returned. Kind of just floated around, wasn't really in the title scene until 2017, where he fought Brock. No, he didn't fight Brock yet. No. kind of missed out on the title scene. He beat The Undertaker at Mania, though, Mania 33, and a third main event in a row. Didn't really do much for 2017, despite getting a giant amount of heat. Nothing really happened with him. He tried to beat Lesnar for the title. Didn't really work. Went to main event WrestleMania 34, 4 years in a row now. Lost that. And since then, he's just kind of floated around. He's been in a story with Shane McMahon recently, and it's really not that good. And I'm pretty sure, once he got suspended, I'm pretty sure the WWE just kind of lost their faith in him. He wasn't really that helpful anymore. The crowd didn't want to work with him, and it kind of just flopped. The idea of him being the main babyface just fell out of favor very quickly. And yeah, he's now just kind of an upper mid-carder who's kind of still in the main event because Shane McMahon's fighting him. It's really not that interesting. Lots of people really don't care about that story. So anyway, let's set some rules here so this story will kind of work out. So we have, instead of Rollins winning Money in the Bank, that goes to Ambrose. So he takes Money in the Bank in 2014. Rollins instead wins the 2015 Royal Rumble and wins the title. He's still a heel, so this is being booed, yes. Ambrose cashes in on him at an Elimination Chamber to cheers, and then Reigns is in a feud with Kane throughout 2015. And then Rollins still has his injury, but since he doesn't have the title, it's not vacated. So, Ambrose is holding the title, Reigns is in a feud with Kane, and we get into TLC. Ambrose has a match with Kevin Owens, which he wins, but Triple H then comes out and beats up, bloodies, and concusses Ambrose. He savagely beats him because Kevin Owens is one of Triple H's guys. He is one of the first few NXT megastars that was produced, and since that's a Triple H thing, we'll work that Triple H Kevin Owens is a very Triple H guy. He's they work together, and basically Triple H is kind of mentoring him. And after seeing Ambrose beat him, he comes out, beats the hell out of Ambrose. Bloodies him, gives him a concussion like I said before. And the show ends with Roman coming out with doctors and EMTs just kind of helping him to the back. They have him on a stretcher to end the show. The next night on Raw, Ambrose vacates the title. He basically says, I'm too beat up to defend it. As much as I hate to say this, I do have to vacate the title. What happens next is we have a match the next week. Dolph Ziggler, because he kind of deserves it, taking on Triple H for the title. Triple H, of course, wins. No doubt on that one. And he has to use cheating, though. He gets a low blow on Ziggler when the referee's not paying attention. He has Stephanie come through and distract the referee so he can land the low blow, pinning Ziggler and winning the title. We see Roman looking for revenge for Ambrose, ending the Kane feud on Raw a week after TLC, which is the one where Triple H wins the title, winning the match, and then basically what happened to Ambrose happens to Kane, ending the match with 3 spears, and then beating him with a chair after the match is over. Triple H comes out to try to stop him, but Roman hops into the crowd and gets away. We get to the Royal Rumble 2016. Since the title isn't being put up because Roman's not the champion, he does win the Rumble, hopefully to cheers, because after what he'd just done, the crowd hopefully is starting to warm up to him. He's still in the main event, but he's not getting main event after main event after main event push. and then challenges Triple H to an unsanctioned match for the title on Raw the next night. Roman at WrestleMania. The match is at WrestleMania, not Raw. Don't worry. Roman beats Triple H after about 18 minutes to a huge pop from the crowd, hopefully. And doesn't really, he just kind of, it's basically what happened actually at Mania, just with cheers instead of boos. Rollins returns the next night and enters a feud with Kane for injuring him. Because if you don't remember, it was Kane that kind of did it. You know, that was a complete accident, so Kane didn't actually do anything. Kevin Owens wins the 2016 Money in the Bank due to help from Triple H, and then cashes in on Reigns at SummerSlam, stealing the title. Since it's about that time, I will say during the brand split, all the Shield stay on Raw, as well as anyone mentioned from here on is on Raw. Owens got the Universal title, while AJ Styles is the inaugural WWE champ on SmackDown. So basically, to keep Owens here, he was given a deal from Triple H to leave the WWE title to SmackDown and then just take the Universal right away, which is what he did. And instead, they gave it to AJ Styles so he can still do his thing. We get to Survivor Series. By this time, I believe... Oh, no. Hold on. We get to Survivor Series with Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, and Reigns leads Team Raw to victory, and the next night demands to Mick Foley that he gets a title shot for leading his team to victory. Mick Foley agrees, and he's given a shot at Roadblock, End of the Line, or whatever. Stupid name. But loses due to Chris Jericho interfering. Remember, that is a thing that's happening right now with Kevin Owens. So, then we just kind of get to where we kind of were. Goldberg still beats Owens at Fastlane and loses it to Lesnar at Mania, like he does. Rollins ends the feud with Kane at Backlash, while Reigns beats Owens. Rollins wins Money in the Bank 2017. And Lesnar does not hold the title as long as he did. Whew, thank the Lord for that. And he loses it to a returning Ambrose at SummerSlam 27. Seth Rollins then comes out and cashes in, taking the title. So we have a match between those two set to No Mercy. And Roman enters through winning a tournament on Raw to decide if there would be a third participant. He won, so he gets to join the match. So we have the Shield triple threat at No Mercy, like we did in real life, a year prior. But this time it's at No Mercy 2017, with Roman winning the match, hopefully to cheers and not boos. And then Roman then holds the title for the rest of the year. What happens after that is up to your imagination. Probably he's interviewed with Rollins and Ambrose for a lot of the year. So, but that's where we're probably gonna end this story. I told you, I might have said before, it really wasn't that long. If I didn't, then kind of apologies. There's a lot to tell with this story, but I didn't want to make it too long, so I kind of briefed it. But what happens is Roman gets 2 world titles, so he still gets that push, 7 main events, and the crowd behind him, as it feels less forced. Notice how he has 7 main events, which sounds like a lot, but then you remember this is over 2015, 2016, and most of 2017. So over about 2.5 years, he has his 7 main events. Not over a year, which is, I'm pretty sure, what actually happened. Because he had a bunch of main events in 2015 and a bunch in 2016. And he had some less in 2017, so not too much. But hopefully the Shield triple threat, I'm going to say it was like a 4-star match. I'm going to give it that. So people actually enjoyed it. So it's not just like a flop match and no one really cares. So, yeah, I'm going to say that's probably where we're going to end this. What did you guys think? Hopefully you enjoyed this little idea. We shall see on that. And hopefully I don't get copyright striked by What Culture. Yeah. But in all seriousness, it was created by them, the idea. This video wasn't. This video, I did come up with, like, the entire story that I told. But the idea of how they should have booked obviously was created by them and kind of the people at Cultaholic as well. So I appreciate that idea, because it's very good. And I noticed that we haven't gotten one in almost 2 years, so I was like, why not? So here we are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions on what we should do, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.